Hello, it's AliMECH. In today's video, I'm gonna be installing one of these inline filter on power steering return line fluid and see if it can filter anything. Since I used this filter on radiator reservoir return line in the previous video and worked really good for filtering small particles only for 2 days. The video will be in the video description box below and YouTube card if you wanna check it out. So I got some requests in the previous video to do the same test on power steering fluid as well, and here's what we're gonna do in today's video. So if you look at the power steering reservoir, the smaller hose will be the return line to the reservoir, and here's where we're gonna install the filter. I'm pretty sure if we install it on the discharge line, it will put some resistance on the fluid, and we don't want to cause lack of fluid to the power steering and the steering rack. But keep that in mind, power steering reservoir contains filter as well, but let's see if it can catch anything, since some of you requested to see that. I'm gonna be using these small hoses first and then the bigger ones, because the inlet and the outlet ports are a bit smaller. I will also be using hose clamps as well to prevent from popping out the hoses. To make my job easier and cleaner, I will be using this pump and suction reservoir fluid, so when I remove the return line for installing the filter, I won't have a big amount of oil drip. To give you an idea how the fluid looks right now, it's not that long ago since I flushed the system, so it's clean. If you wanna see a complete video of flushing power steering, I have a step-by-step video showing all the steps. Alright, let's use the suction pump and take out all the fluid from the reservoir. Connecting battery terminals, try to take out as much as possible. You can use turkey baster as well, but pump is much faster. Alright, the reservoir is empty now. We can reuse the fluid again after installing the filter. The inline filter is inlet from this side. The fluid enters here, fills up the cup and goes through the filter and comes out from this side. It also has an arrow. I'm gonna mark it so it's visible for you guys how I'm gonna install it before the reservoir. Next, I had to insert the small hoses and then the big hoses and clamp them really good. And now our filter is ready. Okay, I'm gonna place a shop towel here to catch any oil drip. Next, I will be using hose clamps from the factory hose for the new filter hose ends. Alright, let's install the filter. Just make sure the arrow on the filter towards the reservoir. Now we can pour the fluid back in the reservoir, and I even added some more fluid to compensate the filter cup size. Alright, everything is ready. I double checked the hoses and the clamps. Now I'm gonna start the engine. I'm gonna let the engine run for 10 minutes only. Power steering system is a closed loop. I don't think it will be necessary, plus it has a filter in the reservoir as well. And if you open the cap, we can see it circulating and the flow looks good. Alright, it's been after 10 minutes. I'm gonna do the same procedure, take out the reservoir fluid and remove the filter, and then reconnect the factory hose. Alright, everything is connected again and wipe it off clean. Next, pouring the fluid back in the reservoir, and we need some more fluid, because some of the fluid left in the filter and suction pump hoses. Alright, moment of truth. Let's cut the filter in half and see if it can catch anything. I can see some small particles, but it is not that much. You can see some tiny dots on the filter being filtered out only in 10 minutes, even though the fluid been flushed not long ago. I'm really happy for requesting me doing this video, and it's working. But these filters can't be left on the car for a long period of time like I do in these tests. It was only for 10 minutes. If you have any video request ideas regarding this video or others, feel free to type in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope the video was helpful and learned something new. If it was, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.